Please welcome to the stage Gili Lev, AWS.
It's been 2 years since I went on stage in front of a large audience, feeling the energy in the room. And I'm very excited to be here in person with all of you today, especially all women. Hi, everyone. My name is Gili Lev, and I'm an executive security advisor at AWS, Global Security, Risk, and Compliance. I've been with Amazon for 5 years, helping the largest organizations in the world migrate to cloud in a secure and compliant way. Now, I could have taken today to tell you all about the complexity and how much is involved in enterprise-level migration to cloud beyond just the technology. What are really the main challenges organizations are facing? Or I could have told you how technology is making us smarter and better every day, but at the same time is our weapon that we need to watch out for and be constantly prepared. Or I could have discussed how risk profile and exposure changes when you move to cloud. But instead, I decided to tell you about the most important force behind all of it, and that's strong leadership, and how you can find it in each and every one of you. And I'll do that through my personal story. Since a very young age, what pushed me forward in everything I've done were two things. Vision with a high bar, never think small, always think big, and the courage to jump right into it. Whether it was studying space engineering when I was in 10th grade at the University of Technology, to touring the world as a jazz musician when I was 16. That was my first step in New York City and make me fall in love with New York City, where I live today. To getting into one of the hardest programs in Tel Aviv University with a double major in physics and mathematics. And if that wasn't enough, I specialized in astrophysics. To starting a career in cybersecurity where I didn't know anything about computers. I was a musician and a jazz, and physicist, and I didn't even like computer back then, to be honest. But when you graduate a degree in exact sciences, you can pretty much continue the academic route. And I chose a different path. I joined a security software company. I moved across the globe from Israel, where I'm from, to New York City, and the rest is history. Now, before AWS, and I want you to think vision and courage throughout the story, so it will speak to you. I joined a global financial services firm at a point of friction. It was back in 2014. What I discovered was they had many lines of business pushing really hard to adopt cloud, and were all declined. They had a really good business case, but they were declined. And what I discovered was they had no cloud strategy, lack of knowledge that caused lots of fear and zero adoption. Pioneering public cloud to a global European bank wasn't an easy task and required that strong leadership and clear vision and strategy to get the executive buy-in and make it happen. When I joined AWS, I started a security advisory practice for executives, something we didn't have before. It was new. When I joined, I realized we have plenty of super talented technical, hands-on security consultants. But we were missing that function of helping our customers' executive leadership with cloud transformation and migration. Soon after, I became Amazon Speaker Certified. And I created and released an interactive experiential exercise for executives. And that is the Executive Security Simulation that received massive recognition to date. Now, In this picture, I'm going on stage for the very first time. This is the first time I ran the executive security simulation, impacting hundreds of C-level executives of the world's largest organizations in all industries. No pressure, right? The stage was huge, and they had that pre-recorded announcement like we just had today. And I was nervous, but it didn't stop me. And I remember clearly that week, 3 sold-out events of my simulation went amazing. Now, public speaking wasn't part of what I did or in my comfort zone. You know, throughout the career, I would present to peers, maybe another team, but not at that scale. In this picture, I'm not even speaking to slides, actually. I did deliver a security keynote at the end, but here I'm challenging all these C-level executives in real time on the decisions they just made in the first round of the simulation. Since then, I've been touring the world, speaking, educating, hopefully influencing, from Singapore to Hong Kong to Berlin and Israel and all over the US. And I find it very rewarding, to be honest. Once you get over that hump of getting your own desire into your new comfort zone, in my case, seeing hundreds of people influenced by what you just said is rewarding. Now, once you truly trust yourself and push forward, other things with similar intent will come to you. A month after that very first time I just showed you in the picture, the first time on stage, I got a call that I'm nominated to be on the board of directors of Cloud Security Alliance, New York Metro. Thank you. It was public election, and before I knew it, I was elected to be the president and chairman of CSA Board of Directors in New York, and I've been running the New York chapter since. Thank you. So trust yourself. Some of my own leadership principles. 1, you believe what you discover, not what you're told. And 2nd, commitment comes from moving executives down a path they create, not one you create for them. And that was the idea behind my building of experiential learning and interactive simulations at Amazon that are still running to date. Now, what is the main challenge of cloud transformation? It's an organizational challenge with embedded technology challenge, right? Changing an organization's culture that has been set a certain way for decades is a challenge. Changing how people work and operate is a challenge. The technology is not the main challenge. Technology is there, ready to be adopted by people with the right skills. Now, this is a whole talk by itself, but I'm not going to have the time to get into that today. I'm just going to tell you, we have this concept from AWS called the Cloud Adoption Framework, where we take cloud transformation holistically and break it down to perspectives. So how do you align to the business objectives? What should be your governance model to succeed in the cloud? What is your operational model? How do you keep people's skills up to date? And so on. Security is not something you buy, but something you insert into everything you do, right? You can buy all the security solutions and tools out there. But today, in cloud speed, with high levels of automation and DevSecOps, it's the cultural change that makes everyone a security owner. A culture that values security shapes employees' behaviors and attitudes, right? When leaders and employees believe that cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility and not just IT's job, everyone starts thinking security doing more things to keep the organization secure. Now, I want to make a very exciting announcement before I wrap up. Along with some of my board members here, Ali, Val, where are you guys? Raise your hand over there. Ali and Val from AWS. And Tremaine should be here, and Jenny, and a few others that are not here with us today. I am very proud to announce a new WiCyS Global Specialty Affiliate. We just launched it, the Cloud Security Affiliate. Thank you. Global Specialty Affiliate, the Cloud Security Affiliate. And our mission is to inspire, educate, and cultivate the women of today to be the cloud security champions of tomorrow. Thank you.